Hi, so I have a couple of days off, like 10 days off I think, until I go back to school, back to uni, so I decided to do, I don't know, I just want to record things and talk and, yeah, upload things, so I'm going to do the 15 question tag that I've seen on YouTube, and I'm just, going to get started. I'm reading the question on my phone, so I'm not being rude, I'm just reading them. What do you think you can do but can't? It's actually it's a tough question because I don't think that I can do a lot of things. I'm not a really gifted person, really, so I don't know, I think I'm pretty down to earth and I know that I can't do a lot of things, but probably singing, because I know that I'm a terrible singer, I know it, but I sing all the time anyway, like on my bed, in my bedroom, under the shower, all the time when I'm alone, and even when I'm not. It annoys my mom because I sing a lot, and it's always out of tune, but yeah. And when I'm in the shower, sometimes I'm singing, and I'm thinking, that actually wasn't so bad, so I record it. I go out of the shower, and I take my phone and I record it, my voice, and it always ends up being awful, but yet every time, sometimes I always think that sounded great, and it's never the case, so I'm gonna say singing. What's a difficult word for you to pronounce? In English, I'm gonna say everything that ends with T-E-R, because the R, you can hear it that I'm saying real, like in a funny way, but it's because we don't have that letter in French. I mean, we have a R, but we say R, so it's really not the same pronunciation, so it's weird, it's hard, and so if it doesn't sound natural, that's why. And yeah, words like that thing in the ocean, so water, I don't know if I'm supposed to say like water, try to pronounce it the best I can, like in a sort of American way, or if I should try to do a lame British accent. Not that the British accent is lame, just the one that if I try to do it, it's gonna sound lame. So, for example, to say that something is more good, I don't know if I'm supposed to say better, or better, because I don't like the sound of any of them coming out of my mouth. So, yeah, that also. Tomatoes, potatoes. I think that I say it quite well, but that just sounds weird to me. When I say potatoes, it just doesn't sound natural at all. So that, and also I love Star Wars. And like the bad guy, Darth Vader, it's really hard to pronounce as well. So yeah, and in French, I think my French pronunciation is good, I think. What's a favorite TV show from your childhood? I loved Sailor Moon. Yeah, I watched a lot of mangas when I was younger. So Sailor Moon and Sakura. That's hard for me to pronounce. That, and yeah, I've always been, like, since I was a kid, I've always been into American TV shows. So I loved that thing. The thing is, I don't really know the name of the shows in English, because I used to watch them in French, because when I was like 6, I didn't understand English. So Sabrina, Apprentice Witch, I think it's called, with the black cat and Harvey. I used to watch and love that. Also anything that had the Olsen twins. I used to love that as well, and I think it's called the Full House. Yeah, the Full House, I guess. What are your virtues and vices. I think one of the good things about me is that I'm really not a judgmental person. And you know, I'm watching the X Factor Australia on YouTube. I've been watching it. I've watched it last year. I'm watching it this year, and I can, you know, I see that when people enter the stage, like contestants, you can see the faces of the people in the audience, and they assume that that person's gonna be bad. And I don't know, when I see someone, I'm just seeing someone, you know, not in. There's a double meaning of that, but yeah, I don't like, for example, like Cheyenne Hawk as well. Everybody was laughing and expecting her to be bad, and I just saw like a 14-year-old kid walking the stage, you know. So I think that's good. And then something that's not so good, I don't express my feelings really very often, so you don't really know if I'm mad or if I'm sad. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm always like, yeah, I'm fine. And yeah, obviously that's not good. What's more important, love, fame, power, or money? Love. Yeah, love. If you could live in any era, time period, when would it be and why? I don't know if you know that show, but there's a TV show called Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. And I used to love that show when I was a kid. I loved it so much. Like, I watched it all the time. And yeah, that seemed like, I don't know what era it is, because I'm not the best in history. Like, starting from the Cold War, I'm good, but before that, not really. And yeah, it's American history, so yeah, I love that era. I love the dresses and how the guys were dressed. Sorry. And yeah, I love even the buildings. And then maybe just a couple of decades before now, like 40 years ago, I guess. I think in the 70s. But I think 60s, 70s, because I love the clothing, and the music was so cool at that time, like so cool. And I feel like it was like now, but better, because they had no phone. I mean, I guess they had phone, but probably not cell phones and computers. So I don't know, because now, and I'm one of those persons, but we're always like on YouTube, on the internet, on our phones, like texting, and you know, sometimes I have coffee like on the street, on a bench or something, and I watch people passing by, and they were like texting or calling someone. And how are you supposed to meet people? You know, they all look like a bunch of zombies. So that, and I also feel like you could let your children play in the street without worrying about them being kidnapped by maniacs, and as a girl you could go out without being like hearing sleazy comments and having guys wanting your cell numbers and not like taking no for an answer and everything. So yeah, but that's like the image I have in my head. Maybe it wasn't like that, but that's, yeah, 30-40 years ago. If you have to redo your entire wardrobe with 2 stores, what would it be and why? Depends who's paying. Urban Outfitters. I love everything they have in that store, but I find it to be ridiculously expensive. Because, for example, I've bought tights, like leggings, on sale, and I've paid 12 euros, and the normal price was 35, and it was leggings. So I mean, I think it's way too much, and I don't get how people can pay that. And so I love everything they have in store, but yeah, except the price tag. That and ASOS or Topshop. because we don't have them in Belgium. Yeah. Can you recall what you were doing a year ago on this day? I was in Dublin, I think. I went to Dublin last year with my friends. We were 6 girls in Dublin, and I had an amazing time. Because yeah, I love Dublin. I've been there a couple of times now, and I love that city. And it's really weird because I've only been there like 3 or 4 times, but I just feel at home in Dublin for some reason. I arrived there and I feel good, and yeah, I wouldn't mind living in Dublin, to be honest. I love that city. So yeah, I was in Dublin just shopping and hanging out with my friends and having a few Guinnesses, and yeah. Do you have reoccurring dreams? If so, explain. I don't have reoccurring dreams, but I do have like certain places that I don't think exist, but that I've seen in my dreams a couple of times. For example, there's a highway exit, and on the left there's like a mall, but it's weird. It doesn't look like I don't know. It's just really special. Like kind of not normal things you only see in dreams. Like there's a mall, but at the front there's tons of kayaks. But I know that's a place that I've seen in a couple of dreams. But I don't do recurring dreams. What's your horoscope? I'm a Pisces. What does your dream bedroom look like? My bedroom is actually kind of new. It's not even 1 year old, so I love it. It's really to my taste at the moment, but I guess in my dream bedroom would be bigger. And this one is quite narrow and long. And I love that it has an unusual shape, but I guess I would love to have a big sort of more square room with a bit of quirkiness to it still, and yeah, window seats. Why not 1 or 2 beams on the ceilings, and brick wall that's exposed on one wall? And I would love to have a bigger ensuite, because I have an ensuite at the moment, but it's a bit too small. It's more like a wet room really. And mirror, that's another word I can't pronounce. The mirror is too not high enough, so I can't really see my whole face in it. I don't know what my dad did when he built it, but yeah, with an ensuite, walk-in wardrobe, and window seats, that would be good. What position do you sleep in? The dead body? I don't know how it's called, but I'm actually like on my back. Really, sometimes I fall asleep like with my arm crossed, because I'm like that, just chilling in my bed, and I fall asleep like that sometimes. And yeah, just on my back with my hand like that on my head. That's how I sleep most of the time. What is your favorite vampire of all time? Do I have to pick one? Maybe Jasper Cullen, because I think he's attractive, and he tried to kill Bella in the last, or the third, in one of the Twilight, he tried to kill Bella. And so favorite vampire, yeah, Vampire Diaries, Damon. Yeah, if I have to pick between like Twilight or Vampire Diaries, VD, and I'm gonna say Team Damon. Even though I don't really watch it, I've seen a couple of clips on the net. But what are you currently wearing on your feet? Socks? Do you have a neat handwriting? Show us. Hold on. Okay, so that's my handwriting that I found. It's not much, but Okay, that was French, but that's my handwriting. I quite like it. It looks really girly and like teachery, I guess, but yeah, I like it. Okay, thank you for watching, and I will see you soon because I have nothing to do in the next 10 days, so I will see you soon. And enjoy your day or your evening.